So this is literally just a test to figure out how the car responds with the factory tires. No intention of burning these tires up too much, really more about just making sure that I know how it responds at first with the factory tires, so that when I throw the other ones on that don't have the tire pressure sensors going into driving, I'm gonna go ahead and put it into track mode. We'll probably actually start with the dusty surface here. It'll make a little bit more noise, and then over there is where there's like a grate, so we don't necessarily want to hit that. But we'll go ahead and go to the right here. Turn it basically full lock. I'm gonna give it the electrons, as they say, and give it a go. So that's enough abuse on that side. I would imagine it's going to behave exactly the same going the other direction. And what's nice is that, of course, with this vehicle, you don't have the sound that you would hear of a normal internal combustion bouncing off the rev limiter, so on and so forth, that would draw attention. We're checking front wheel drive mode now. So we went clockwise with the rear wheel drive setup. I am going to go counterclockwise. I would actually like it if Tesla 100% made this thing front wheel drive. My guess is that it'll kind of plow forward like a normal front wheel drive car, and then I think it's going to send the power to the rear, which is going to get kind of weird. And if it doesn't behave the way I want by about midpoint, I'm just going to shut it down, and I'll either opt out to the right, or I'll just stay on the brakes, let it cool down, come back, and we'll see how that goes. So we're going to go ahead and give it not full lock, because in a front wheel drive I want to get just enough to where it at least has some forward traction before it starts exceeding the slip angle, but we'll see what happens. So I'm just going to do a straight acceleration, front wheel drive, and we will come back and kind of look at the tire marks to see how that reacts. Yeah, that's totally an all-wheel drive car. So, Elon, when it's front wheel drive, it doesn't accelerate like a four-wheel drive. So I'm kind of a little bit confused about this handling balance 100% front. Is it a full 100% front? Because it should just not have the rear motor engaged at all. Is it intended for 100% of what they're letting you do towards the front? And that is intended to, say, balance some other type of handling trait and or in a slippery surface, for example, mud, snow, loose gravel? Are they intending that it has more of a forward bias to be able to allow for the driver to build some confidence before it gets oversteer? I'm just not really sure yet. So I'm going to try to get it so that I can go between the grading and the curbing. We're going to do the drift mode, but not this time. We'll do rear wheel drive, which is the setup I had. Here we go. So what's interesting, and by the way, my hand movements were not the best there, so don't use that as a that's what you do. I'm gonna let all of that process. Gonna come back to the car with a different set of tires. Those tires are gonna be significantly slicker. We will give those a go. What will be kind of neat too is that they are a much lighter rotational weight. Not only the tire itself, but the wheel is significantly lighter, and it's a smaller diameter, which is an 18-inch. We're going to be on an 18 by 9.5 with a 255/40 tire. So what do all these numbers and all these effects really mean to a car when it's an electric vehicle? Is it the same as a gas car? Does it matter more? Does it matter less? These are things that we're going to have to sort out. The thing you don't get, though, is you don't get that really cool smell inside the car that it smells right now, which I like. I know, I'm sorry, environmentalists, please don't unsubscribe. It's all in the name of science, folks. Good news, we successfully went and did that. Nothing bad happened. Hope you've been enjoying the channel, and as you probably just watched, we're starting to have some fun with the channel ourselves. Make sure that you check out my Patreon, which is Blake Fuller, and there's a link down below. If you go to the Patreon, there's tons of great perks that can not only support this channel, but give something back to you, can give you the ride of your life, and can also show your support for electric performance in general. So make sure you check out my Patreon, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching Electric Performance. Please subscribe, share, and hit the like button.